Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dustin with GameWatcher, and we are going to be playing a little bit of Polaris Sector today. This is a new space-themed 4X game. It's available on Steam right now for $40. I have played about an hour of this so far, mostly in the tutorial, so this is going to be a very base level look here. Start a new game, and I'll sort of walk you through the game as I understand it so far, and we'll hopefully learn a little bit more as we go along the way. At the very beginning here, we choose a galaxy type, which will make up our basic map going forward. I like the design of these spiral galaxies. Let's maybe go with this, so that we have sort of a linear progression as we're kind of coming to terms with how all this works here. And for that same reason, we will stick to easy AI for right now. Of course, you can adjust your number of races, number of stars, density, and the 3D shape, which I believe affects the depth of the star field here. This looks good to me. Of course, as you'd expect, we have a selection of different races. Just run through these real quick. And I like those guys. Seem to be our elder technological race. Of course, we have humans, koalas, always a nice choice, and Urgans. I think we are going to stick with humans for right now. Keep things a little bit more straightforward, but let's go ahead and start the game. Alright, so we start out on our single planet, Earth-like planet called New Earth. We have our colony here, and we have a scout ship here. First, let's check in on the one planet we do control. You can see over here to the side that we have various resources being produced here. Our population of humans at 110,000, and as a result, they will consume 110,000 food. But our production is good here. And all these resources are shared across every planet you control. So there is no issue. You're not constrained in terms of supply lines or anything like that. So it looks like everything is good right here. We'll get into some of these more advanced mechanics here in a minute, but for now, let's take our scout freighter and let's head to the next planet. I went ahead and set the command for it to go to the new location, but first we have to unpause the game. This game takes place in real time, but you can pause at any time. Not turn-based in the style of Civ or most other 4X games. Let's speed up the process a little bit here so we can get here a little faster. Of course, we'll auto-pause whenever anything significant happens. So let's check out this new planet we just scouted. Looks like this is a frozen planet, which is not so good for a lot of things, but we can get some resources if we colonize here. But let's see if we can find any more valuable research or resource-rich planets in the area. Alright, what have we here? Several planets in the system that can't be colonized. Looks like all we have is a planetoid, which are not very useful for resources, but you can build production centers here, so they're useful for military outposts and that sort of thing. Let's check out down here. Nothing good in this system. Don't want to head too far out from our initial starting point. So let's check out some of these other planets around here. Other star systems, I should say. Oh. Found a planet in the Arcturus system that seems very similar to our home planet. And this will be a good spot to colonize. So we've got an oceanic planet. Lovely. Worlds of endless water and amazing weather events. Let's see. We have to build floating platforms to properly colonize here. Mineral extraction is very limited because most of the resources are hidden deeply underwater. However, on such planets, it's possible to develop very efficient agricultural systems when using the necessary technologies. Okay. Also, oceanic planets are ideal for the construction of research facilities. So we've got some minimal opportunities for fossil fuel resources here. We do have an opportunity for science. So let's go ahead and plan our colonization. Now here you can set your general economic policy for the planet. Of course you can go through and you can micromanage your planet, decide exactly what buildings you want to build and exactly what types of research to emphasize. But given that we're trying to take over an entire galaxy, probably better to delegate that kind of decision making. So I think we're probably good on food since this is only going to be our second planet, so we really don't need the agriculture. Let's go ahead and put our time into innovation, get some of that science bonus. So we've got our colonization set, and now that we've done that, we can come out here, we can look to our home planet. If we unpause for a second, when we set the colonization, the process of building a colony ship and moving that ship over to the next planet and all that sort of thing will be automated for us. So it takes out a little bit of that tedious micromanagement. Let's see. And since we're looking at expanding our research options here, let's go ahead and look at what the science looks like. Now, this game doesn't have a tech tree, as you'd probably expect from most other 4X games. Instead, what we have are fundamental and applied sciences, and you can choose how exactly you want to balance that out. If we go to fundamental science, across biology, chemistry, mathematics, and physics, this will slowly start to unlock applied sciences for us to research. And then the applied sciences are the things that directly affect the things we can build in the game. So if we go to automation here, this will, let's see. Automation will help us build ships faster. Of course, we'll have other benefits here. If there's a specific type of research that you want to get done sooner, you can set that as priority. If one of these categories, if you're not really interested in getting thermonuclear synthesis right away, you can uncheck that box and won't research that at all. Let's see, what do we want to do? Mathematics. Thinking mathematics will help us with expanding our fleet a little bit, so let's emphasize mathematics a little bit. I think we should be good there. Alright. Let's continue scouting a little bit while we wait for this planet to get colonized. Alright, and we finished automation, so our buildings should get a little faster from here on out. Yep. Gotta unpause. Of course, your ability to travel is limited by your fuel. Just stopping at a planet you control will refill your fuel. You guys reached its destination. What have we here? Okay, we've got a desert planet. It looks like it's got all kinds of nice resources here. So let's build a mineral-based colony here. Right, and now, after our first colony ship gets built, a second one will start construction right away. Let's keep scouting a little bit. Right, we are observing a large number of hyperspace tunnel outlets in the Alva system. A system like that could be strategically crucial even without any developable planets, given the amount of space it controls. We better get a military satellite over there to establish a strong defense. Alright, so occasionally, as you're exploring, you'll find planets next to wormholes. And if you go through the wormhole, you'll appear at a random other destination on the map here. And it looks like this planet is a possible outlet for a wormhole. Can't travel two ways through them, but it does seem we know that somebody could appear out of nowhere right here. I think it's a little early yet for us to be building military. Still got to colonize some of these planets we're finding around here, so we'll just have to keep that in mind for now and maybe get some military production here sooner rather than later. Okay, just an exhausted dwarf there. Not a whole lot of resources. Oh, it's an odd path to take, but whatever works. Some more minerals here. Let's check our economics and see how we're doing on resources. Now, to upkeep the ships in your fleet, of course, you'll have to have a minimum number of resources in production. Looks like we're good on all that. Okay, let's explore some more over here. Possibly not enough fuel to get back to your own space, so that's a good warning there. Whoa! That was the wrong button, so we might be stuck out here for now until one of these planets we set to colonize gets finished with construction. Till then, we are stuck in unfriendly space. That was unfortunate. Let's just go ahead and fast forward through some of this. You can see our colony ship striking out here. Alright, so now we should be good to go. And we are fully loaded back up on fuel. We've got our second colonizer ready to go. Or just about ready to go in another couple of years. And where did we set that one to colonize? Over here. Okay. Thinking we should probably get some colonies either here or here so that we can sort of consolidate our holdings here. Alright, and here is a planet that has a wormhole. We could send our scout ship through there, but there's no guarantee of where he is going to end up. So we will hold off on that risk for now. Could investigate the space anomaly, but we need a ship with a container transport module if we want to figure out what is going on here. Okay, what about our planet here? Get some minerals. Yeah, I think let's go ahead and do that. Get some mining going on here. Let's check out. See exactly where we're at in terms of the spiral. Okay, we are very close to the center. That could be either good or bad depending on how friendly or angry our fellow races are. Okay. What have we here? Desert planet, not a ton of resources. Okay, nothing worth colonizing here. How is our research doing? Xenobiology soon. What does that do? Adaptation of alien biology to meet the needs of one's own race. Interesting. Not yet sure what that'll lead to, but oh, did our colonizer finish here? Yeah. Okay. Let's see how our planets are doing here. This one we set for innovation, and we are building a floating platform for our citizens to live on. This one we set for mining, and they will construct some atmospheric domes, factory, organic plant. How is our economy doing? Looks like we're doing solid here. We could use a little more of these guys, I think. Actually, let's see what it would take to build some more military-style ships. Now, this is a whole rabbit hole that we'll get down in a minute, but build these various types of ships. We can build another scout. I think we're good on that right now. Not really expanding fast enough to need another one of those. Build a troop carrier. Colonizer, but that's all taken care of automatically. Do a carrier, which can pull fighters into battle. Build a strike corvette. Okay, we're going to hold off on military for a little bit. Let's see. This planet here seems really significant to me. Glad we're getting a colony out there because it's got the resources. It's going to be a bottleneck to getting into this corner of space from this direction. Let's see where else we can go from here. Let's head here, maybe explore out this way a little bit so we can see what we're up against. Kind of want to shore up our holdings in this area. So it looks like we can pretty easily bottleneck any hostile forces. Okay, that's the one we've got colonized, and our fuel is good. What have we down here? What is this? Point to the presence of something distorting space. Interesting. Not sure what the deal is with that. Well, I guess we could explore with our scout freighter. It's a risk, but let's go ahead and see what happens. Legends tell of an ancient race called the Prioni. They commanded technology capable of storing massive objects in small, lightweight warp containers. Interesting. Some kind of portal into a pocket universe. Oh, and we found one of these containers. Rough translation reads, "For the fourth seal, this abyss chain keeps a great chariot illuminated by the dark power of the stars. The abyss is the warp container. The chariot seems to be a powerful spaceship, and the four seals are locks for these keys. I have to unlock them to open the container. In case that chariot is worth it, all we have to do is find the other keys." Interesting. So it looks like we've been set off on sort of a quest here. It looks like we have another ship to show for it, so let's go ahead and merge our fleets here. Now this mysterious newcomer is hanging out with us. Interesting. Alright, so our colony up here has been completed. Oh. What's happening? Oh, so this ship does not have a hyperdrive, so it cannot travel between systems. So we actually want to separate that out. That won't be any good for us. Unless... Now that is... I wonder how we would get that between systems. Or do we need to bring the keys to it, I wonder? That's probably the case. Let's go ahead and move down here. None of these planets can be colonized with our current technology. Oh, but that is going to warp us pretty far into deep space. Let's not go that far. Over here, oceanic, science, and oil. And we have a wormhole here. Got a planetoid, so no resources there. Let's see what we have over here. Looks like this is a different type of wormhole, but still presenting that same kind of risk. Oh, but this is going to be a good planet to colonize. Got science opportunities, tons of food and resources. We definitely want to get some people here. I'm actually thinking maybe we go balanced because there is a lot of different potential on this planet. Let's go ahead and plan colonization. We're going to go balanced. Okay, and we've explored all those. Colonizer being built there. Let's see. Where do we want to go from here? Thinking in terms of being defensible, we've pretty well got a good little bottleneck through here. This guy's just outside of our territory, but that shouldn't be a huge problem. Maybe we get a colony here. Oh, we can't colonize those planets. I'd like to get a colony in here to block anybody from progressing into our territory this way. Let's see what we have on this front. I'm guessing, yeah, we need additional technology to be able to get to any of these. Radiation-resistant atmospheric dome. Let's see how we would get there. We got our atmospheric dome. This must be several steps further down the line because I'm not seeing where we would even start with that. We'd probably actually need to emphasize physics to get that going. Let's not go too deep down there yet while we don't quite know what we're doing. Let's go ahead and try to colonize everything in our inner space here. There's not a ton of resources here, so I'm thinking maybe we use this for a production planet. So let's go industrialization there. Let's put another industrial zone here. Actually, let's change this. Let's go ahead and change this to mineral. So we have that covered. We can't colonize anything there. So everything within our territory here we've got covered. Since we're out of space to explore in our immediate vicinity, I'm thinking that we maybe hit this wormhole jump and see what kind of nonsense our scout can find. Let's do it. Alright. Looks like we're on the far end of the spiral here. Let's check out this place. I think we've got 8 other races here, but we have not yet met any of them. Oh, so this wormhole goes 2 ways. That's the difference. That is actually very useful for us. Oh man. I bet that is significant. It is, after all, in the name of the game. Let's see if we can get there. Nope. Okay, we've got another wormhole here. But we can't go through it? Ah, here we go. Where does this put us? Now this is a one-way wormhole, so better or worse, we are stuck out in this direction. We might be stuck out here permanently if our fuel, given our fuel situation, unless we find another wormhole. And right there is one. Let's see where it leads us. Pretty much just as far out. Wormholes all over the place here. Still not seeing any other resources. Okay, we got another colonization complete there. What is this? Debris. Let's investigate. Found a working computer. Bonus to our nanotechnology. So I guess that is a bonus to our research. Red wormhole, interesting. Let's see where it takes us. Oh, just right back there. Okay. It looks like we're out of fuel there, so that scout ship is pretty much dead to us. We're building another colonizer here. Alright, let's just let these colonies get built up a little bit, and then we can build up a fleet. Maybe go on the warpath a little bit. Building a factory there. Get some more technology done. It looks like a certain amount of population is required, and that just grows over time. And more atmospheric domes to get more room for more people here. We're still building production facilities here. Where were our production planets? It was this guy right here, wasn't it? Yep, there's our industrial planet. Mineral, innovation, mineral. So let's just let this guy build up for a couple of years. And we can get some more ships built. Maybe get ourselves a little conquering fleet going. Got more and more research coming through. Actually gonna... Oh. Observers detected artificial activity in the RNEB system. Looks like we've come across an intelligent alien civilization. Alright. Okay, so it looks like somebody has come into our territory, or nearby anyway. Let's see if we can get a scout ship put together here. Not sure where the fastest place to build that would be. These guys aren't building anything. Oh, and it looks like we can build anything here. We've got the facilities necessary for it. But let's go ahead and build a scout for now. See if we can make contact with the good or bad guys. This will be the first time I've met another civilization in this game. So one way or another, this should be interesting. Or... no. Looks like they've left already. Unknown fleet. Okay, so we're finally meeting somebody. We got our Civ-style portraits here. Approaching a planetary system controlled by the Earth Federation. fleet is conducting research in this sector. Please accept our deepest apologies for trespassing in our territory. Let's be friendly here. I feel like we need some friends in deep space. Maybe we can gang up on somebody else. We salute the representation of the Magellan Confederation and offer exchange of embassies. I don't want to give you stuff. We got 3 colonized planets and not much of a population, so we're kind of outdoing you there. Let's just be cordial here. Magellan Confederation is happy to meet its brothers in mind in this galaxy forgotten by the blessed ancestors. Let's pause here, check out our diplomacy screen. We're neutral, have closed borders. Doesn't look like we can see where their territory is, though. Be closer to the center here. I kind of want to follow them back and see what they're up to. Okay. Open borders for research ships. Got a respectful attitude. Let's see. Words are not without wisdom, so we agree to begin military cooperation. Alright, we've got an ally. Space must be open for research. Neat. So you've got an Earth-like planet here. Don't know what your defenses are. We can plan an invasion. Okay. That seems a little premature at this point, though, so let's not do that quite yet. Check something real quick here. Okay, we should be good. All right. Let's explore a little further. Our diplomacy, didn't it say that they were controlling a few different planets? Yes, 3 planets. They may be all in this same system? No. Their stuff is spread out a little bit. Yeah, I'm getting out here too deep. I need to get back to my own space. Else we'll run out of fuel. Alright. How is our industrial planet doing? It looks like it's built as much as it can. Let's get this place pumping out some fighters. Yeah, let's go ahead and build 50 of them. What have we got to lose, right? A whole bunch of resources, that's what. Let's see how that factors against our economics. Right, looks like we're getting a positive balance from all our production versus our upkeep, so we should be good on that front. Let's start building some larger ships here. I'm thinking probably want a couple of carriers to pull our fighters in. Space 100. So 2 will actually be more than enough, but that'll be good. And let's build 8 of these. We are at a certain point going to run out of resources here, but hopefully we're building enough to stay ahead of the game here. But we have a pirate fleet on the edges of our territory. Oh, and I'm not seeing our mysterious ship here anymore. So this could be bad. Hopefully this pirate fleet stays out until we've got a little more More in terms of defense. Looks like it's gone for now. Alright, it's a good thing we're getting our military built now. That seems a little demanding. You want half of our minerals. Like, what are you gonna give me? Can I make a counter offer? Oh. Oh. Approaching a planetary system controlled. Okay, so we're meeting another faction here. We've got 6 planets, population of 130. Let's be nice. Polite and educated race. Okay, so we got good relations. But I wonder if they were just kind of testing us. I don't really like the idea of suddenly being asked for half of my stuff. I think maybe we attack these guys once we get our fleet built up a little bit. Okay, so we got our carriers built there. We're still pumping out fighters. We should actually build a whole bunch more of those, I'm thinking. Let's get another 50 going. So while we're building all these ships, I should probably actually take the time to show off the ship designer. It's a little more advanced than where I'm at right now, but it is a pretty defining characteristic of this game. So if we go here, go to create new design, we will be able to select from these basic starting points to build new prototypes. And this will just be a default ship that we can build at any time from any of our production facilities, assuming of course that they have the proper facilities. So let's do a new fighter prototype. Let's descriptively name this. We'll just call it a bomber. Alright, so if we go in here, we can choose different types of weapons, different types of engines, different types of armor. First we'll want to put in some engines. Let's see what we have. We've got a power consumption of 40, output power of 50. Let's just put a couple of... no, that won't really fit. So let's put the smaller engines in here. So of course we've got the slots here indicated by these sort of diamond type shapes. The purple ones are for engines, so we'll put engines in through here. And these yellow ones are for weapons. Since this is a bomber, we want to put some good old missile launchers in here. Okay. That should actually be good. Beam weapons are what will be able to shoot down missiles. Energy weapons are more long range, high damage. We need some power. You can see here we have a power balance of negative 120. This will give us 100 power, so we will need a couple of these. Let's go ahead and put some stronger armor on these guys. We don't have any shield options. We do have the option for scanners, which once we're in combat will let us see other fleets before we're like right on top of them. We don't really need scanners on every single one of our fighters, though. We should probably save that for our corvettes, but let's go ahead and save this guy. Now we've got a new bomber prototype. So actually, if we go here to weapon ranges, we can see how you can just barely see our ship in the middle there, and we can see how far out its weapons will be able to hit. Let's go back to our map. Let's pop out of here and go here. Then after our fighters are complete, let's build a bunch of these new bombers we just designed. Looks like our carriers will be able to take 100 ships each. So if we've got 100 fighters, 100 bombers, we should be good to go. And we've got new options for armor, thanks to our research finishing up. And I'm thinking once our strike corvettes are finished, then we maybe go down and rough up these guys a little bit. Somebody else getting near our territory. Got 7 planets, population of 157. Alright, once again, let's be friendly. Okay, I don't know if that'll mean you're a troublemaker or what the deal is there. Corvettes are getting built. Fighters getting built. Keep going. Economy is still doing well. Not negative on any resources at this point. Fighters are done, so now we're getting some bombers. We want to make a strategic alliance. We want to fly through our stars, but we'll leave our toys at home. I'm guessing that means that he wants to open borders, but no military ships. That sounds okay. I'm going to make some demands of the Magellans here in a minute, after we've got our fleet built up, of course. They insulted me, I can insult them right back. Alright, got 3 more corvettes under construction, so we should be ready to make war in about 20 years. Good thing we can fast forward time. Nope. Wait, what's this? Interesting. Somebody's checking us out. I didn't see any indication of who that was, though. It's got to be one of the civilizations we've already met. Oh, you're just scouting out all our territory, aren't you? I don't know how I feel about that. Alright, we'll have our last strike corvette done in just a minute here. 1 year, counting down the months, and done. Alright, let's join up our fleets. And let's see, merge fleets. It doesn't matter in what order we do that. Alright, so we're all together. Not sure how we get our fighters into our carriers. Load hangers. There we go. Alright. So let's hit our diplomacy tab, talk to the Magellans, see what we can get out of them. Actually, let's talk to these guys, exchange informations on other races. Let me say politics-wise. They don't want to be military friends with us. What about the Ergens? Okay, we've exchanged info, politics. They, however, agree to military cooperation. Alright. So do we have any extra info now? Oh, was that wrong? But blues. Alright. Now, let's talk to the Magellans. Talk military, and we declare war. Well, tough. We're gonna fight anyway. Wait. Oh, so this just decreases their attitude one step at a time. Well, screw that. Let's just invade your home planet. This fleet can't move between stars. It has ships without hyperdrives. And let's load the hankers. Did I build too many fighters? I guess I must have. So let's separate out our hyperships. We've still got a bunch of extra fighters out here. Alright. Not enough fuel. Okay. So I have to colonize another planet out this way. Minimum of 8145. And all of these are capped at 5,000. Well, let's separate out our scout here. There we go. Let's see if we can find a shorter route to our future enemies. Nope, that is a dead end. Just really hoping to declare war here. If we could get a colony here, we'd be able to do it, but that's not going to happen. Let's see if we can get to another civilization via another corner of the galaxy here. Seems odd being unable to tell where the other civilizations are. So we've got somebody there. Let's see if we can get any of these guys to tell us about their civilization. No, doesn't look like it. Okay. Well. But why aren't we moving? Okay, we've got a drill fleet there. These are poor tactical decisions, but I want to show off a little bit of the combat before we have to call this thing. So we'll get a colony there so we can have enough fuel to get into that territory. Oh. Oh, that's my colony ship. Don't want to declare war on that. We did have that pirate ship out there. Actually, let's keep being angry to you. And maybe you'll declare war on us. Let's just make enemies of everybody. Magellan straight up refused to be aggressive. Interesting. Aw, rejected. So I'm pretty sure the guys we're now at war with were coming from the north. I guess there's no such thing as north here. Okay, so we'll have to get another midpoint between here and there. So we don't have enough fuel to get all the way there. So let's get a colony here. This will have to be industrial because there's no resources on these little planetoids. Let's go ahead and get there. Fast forward until we get that colony built. Our fuel is refilled. Oh, looks like they're massing on our borders. Oh, still not quite enough. Ooh, we've got a pirate fleet. There's our colonist. Let's get down here and check out this pirate fleet. Alright, looks like we're definitely on track for war with the pirates. No, they're taking down our colony here. Oh man, we're going to war. You're a super cool alien design, but we're fighting. Okay. Let's go. Looks like we've got them outnumbered. Oh, I guess it's not 1-to-1 on the carrier space, but that shouldn't be a huge problem. Hopefully. We'll see. Alright. So because we're the aggressors, we can't choose where our ships start from. Let's go ahead and release our fighters. Unpause a little bit. Let's see if we can't flank these guys. Again, this takes the same pausable real-time approach to combat. Let's select all fighters. Let's see if we can draw out their fighters a little bit. This isn't looking great for us, at least not in terms of fighters. Okay, looks like we've taken out those fighters. Pull these guys down. Speed it up a little bit. We'll make our approach. Well, that guy's definitely a goner. Nope. That's a lot of fighters. Slow it down so we can actually see what's happening here. Taking some heavy damage, but we are taking a lot of them with us. Where are we at? How many ships we got now? Still got 5 ships. And they're all our heavy hitters, so let's get in here. Let's see if we can do some damage. Yeah, we got him. Alright, and the others ran away. We took some heavy losses there, but we were ultimately victorious. And I think that is probably going to be our look at Polaris Sector. Seems pretty neat so far. I'm really not 100% on the combat mechanics in particular yet, but just from an hour and now another hour of playing it, it seems like it's got some solid potential. As another space-based 4X, definitely has some unique mechanics. Alright, so thanks for tuning in. See you next time.